Let me open the paint. Okay. This is your upstream system. Okay. So this is your upstream system. And here you are. This is your project. Okay. And from here, you have a reporting tools. Okay. These are all reporting tools. Consider. Okay. This is your reporting tool. Now, in this table, in this project, you created a fact tables and dimension tables. Okay. This is your fact data and this is your dim data. This is your dim data. And after fact table, you have some transformations. Okay. And after applying transformation, okay. So here, let me know, create another table. Okay. So this is your published table. Hmm. This is your published table. And this is also your published table. I mean, you are publishing the data. Okay. So here from the fact table to your another fact table, after that you are linking to your reporting tools. Okay. You are giving linkage to your reporting tools. Power BI, Tableau, whatever you pulls the data graphically. Okay. So here you have given the linkage like this. Now, when you refresh this table, the published tables, if you are creating a table, you need to always truncate and insert the data in this table. Here also you need to truncate and insert because all the operations till fact table you are performing. I mean, you are updating the data, you are deleting the data, whatever transformations, whatever actions you want to do, you till the fact table you are doing. On top of that, when you are creating a view, publishing the data, if you are creating a table, okay, then if you are creating a table here, you have to perform two actions. One is what? Truncate, and another one is insert into table. Every time you need to run this job as well. Okay. And here also you need to run. So I have a thousands of tables. I need to run 1,000 times truncate and insert. And here I am not doing any operations. Only I will do in the base table only. Okay. At that time, instead of creating a table, you can create a materialized view. So that materialized view, you give access to reporting tools. What will happen? If any changes happen in this fact table or dimension table, automatically when the reporting tool they pulls the data, it will refresh the materialized view. So you are avoiding truncate and inserting, right? Especially, correct? Once you create a materialized view, you don't require. You don't require to do truncate and insert especially. So your materialized view, what it does automatically, it will pulls the data from the fact table and from the dimension table, and it will give you the reporting tool. So you are saving time or not? Hello.
Okay na. But
So go ahead. Hmm.
packed to published data regularly are but like long time to load the inserted or truncate the data na, but regularly.
Every day.
But every day fact to published
Hmm.
inserted and truncated, but it will take to more storage cost. It will take to more credentials.
See, what I am saying here is when you have a fact table, right? This is your final table in your project. If you give a direct access to this table, okay, what will happen? You can, if you are doing any up data loadings at that time, your reporting tool pulls the wrong data. Okay. So generally in real time, we will not give any direct access to our fact tables. Point one. Okay. So, and whenever you do any operations in the fact table, that same data should not goes to the reporting tool as well. Okay, because when you perform deleting the data or updating the data, when the business users pulls the reporting, they can see wrong results. And as well as all the users hitting this table and you are also trying to inserting this table, so there is a problem, there is a issue, by locking the table. Okay, so that is the reason once you load the data end to end from file to table, table to stage, stage to another stage, then load the data into fact table. After that, what we do, either we create a separate table or either we create a materialized view. So from the fact table to another layer, from the fact table to another layer, when you create that layer, we will give it to our reporting tools. So why we give like this? Because this should have a independent to pull the data to reporting tools. So here what will happen, if I create a table, I need to perform truncate and again insert. I mean, you mean what? Here you have to refresh manually. So here what will happen? It requires manual intervention or job intervention to refresh this table. Correct? You have some logic to perform again. So instead of, if you create a materialized view, whatever changes happened in this fact table, it will push the same data, right? So that you are saving time or not?
Yes, okay na.
No, you just got it or just you say simply okay.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
just
yeah,
read
really got it na.
here the 2 points we need to see. Mainly performance. And you are not physically, I mean, you are not performing the truncate and insert or delete and insert, so that you are avoiding this kind of additional jobs. Okay, one, you no need to create a job, first point. And then another point here is you no need to run, you no need to refresh the data again and again. Okay, whenever this changes happen, dynamically it scans here, and this will give you the results to your reporting tools. Okay, so that you don't require, only when you have to come into refresh this materialized view. In case if you see, if you feel that data was not loaded, at that time only you need to come and you have to manually refresh this view. So this is very, very important. You need to see. Otherwise, what will happen? You have to create a Databricks job or you have to create a ADF job, so that you pull the data from fact table to another layer. Okay, publish tables. To avoid that development, so directly if you create a view, what will happen? So dynamically, automatically it will pull the materialized view. Either you create a view or materialized view, what will happen? If you create a view, what will happen? Whenever they pull the data from the view, again it go and hit the fact table. So that also we don't, that is also not good approach. When you create a publish view, what will happen? This will stores the data, and whenever you pull the data, it goes to the materialized view and it will pull the data from the materialized view. We have already seen here, right? By having this query result, correct? So it will pull the data from the materialized view only, so that you will not have a burden on your fact tables and dimension table. Clear?
Okay, clear, Anna.
Hmm. So
Anna,
at that
another
time,
question.
yes, yes, yes.
And same like views when we created in real time, Anna. Not
Oh,
normal views.
normally when you create means, in case if you want to avoid multiple queries, then you create a view. So for example, I'll tell you. Okay. So when we start this project, right, I will show you when we will create a view. Okay. So better at that time you will have a real-time data. Hmm? Hello. I will let you know.
Okay.
Okay. So and uh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if you see here view. Okay. So this definition, if you see, logical representation of a query. Okay. It does not store any data. Instead, it runs the underlying query whenever accessed. It underlying query is nothing but your select statement. Okay. And the storage. No data stored. Only the query definition is stable. Performance slower compared to Metless view for large or complex queries because the query is executed on demand. Whenever if you want to run the query, right, and view, so it triggers the select statement again. So if you have a more data, if you have a very big complex query, then it is not suggested to create a view. So when you know this means when you are developing the code, at that time only you will identify whether do I require this or not. Yes. Yeah, better. Okay, so use case best for okay real time access, but you should have a limited data and underlying data changes frequently and there is no need for high speed performance. I mean just a smaller data sets it is okay. Okay, maintains no maintenance required as the query always fetches the latest data from the source table. Update automatically reflect changes in the underlying data without manual refresh. This is one thing. And when it comes to the materialized view, okay. So the physically copy of the query result as the same view and as well as stores the data maintain in the database. Okay. So the data will be stored in the database. Data is stored on a disk, increase the storage cost, but improving query performance. That is one thing. And performance faster because results are pre-computed and stored. Queries against materialized view do not need any recompute result unless the view is stale. Okay, so here the better performance of when compared to table or view. Okay, use case best for scenario requiring high performance query result, especially for repetitive queries on large data sets. Why repetitive queries means when it comes to the here, if I create a view, materialized view, so they pulls the data for their reporting purpose. At that time, same data, including other dimension table, they join multiple times, they validate the data. At that time, directly, already the required data you have formatted and you stored here. You have transformed after on top of the fact table, you have transformed the data and stored in the materialized view table, materialized view. So that data they use and do the reportings. So there might be multiple users, the same they pulls the data. At the time, this view is very, very useful. That is what it is saying. So requires manual or scheduled refresh. Okay, or it can be configured automatically, update based on the changes in the source table. Okay. So sometimes what I mentioned here is may not immediately reflect changes in the source table unless refreshed. This is in introduce latency. So sometimes means actually if you keep automatically update, right, then you don't require manual refresh. So in case if you want, if you have seen that some data was not reflected after refreshing of a Snowflake team or your upstream system, at that time what you need to do, you need to manually refresh the data. So for that, right, very simple syntax you have. So alter, materialize view, view name, and a refresh. This is the syntax. Alter, materialize view, your view name, and a refresh. So if you run this query, this will run actually. Even we can also run on our side. So here, right, you just copy paste this one. Simple. And you can run. This will also run. Okay, refresh. Okay. Syntax unexpected refresh. Why? Refresh correct on the syntax. Okay, fine. Let me see this one. Hmm. We have taken. It. Hmm. Okay, so I'll get the syntax. This is SP actually. This SP it is helpful for us, I guess. Why they have created, we will see this. Hmm. Okay. Okay, so this is how we need to do, but I'll give you the syntax, okay? This is the difference between the view and materialized view. Okay, now what we do, we will go to the other topic. So are you clear on the materialized view and view?
Okay, clear, Anna.
Hmm? No issues,
Okay,
right?
clear.
Yeah. Okay, now we have two topics. Those two topics, once we complete, then what we do, we will go to the stored procedures. Okay. And already we have discussed the joins and then views, and there is two topics that we will discuss, and then we will close this and we will go to the stored procedures. So once the stored procedures completed, and then we will start one small project. Okay, so then we will use those advanced concept as well. So within this maximum, December first week or second week, I'll close this Snowflake. Okay, and then everyone has to put their profile on Naukri. Hmm? Yeah. Okay. So today, what I am going to discuss here is the main concept of this. First, we will discuss union and union all. Okay, and then analytical functions, and there are functions, okay, which are important. Uh, Substring, substr, and in string, okay, and then case statement. These are all important. Okay. First I'll start substring and in string this case, and then I'll go to the union all. Okay. So if you see here, uh, your base table, this is your base table. Hmm? Okay.
అన్న రికార్డ్ చేయన్న క్లాస్.
Huh? Already it is recording, right?
It's an already recorded.
Uh, Select start from table. Okay. Okay, you have the data here. Hmm? So now in this student name, okay, I have a Raju, Kumar, Jeevan, Venu, right? So I have to display first letter from student name. What I have to do? So now when you, what are you doing actually here? Okay. So you have a name called Raju. Okay. And you want to display only first letter. So to display that first letter, what you have to do? So in this case, you have to use a substring. Okay. Substring is nothing but whatever the data you want to display, the substring function, it will give you the better results. Okay. Better results in the sense you can use this substring function to retrieve the data, whatever the data you want to display. Okay. From the existing value. Now it won't create any new value. It won't do anything. Just whatever the data you have, whatever value you have, from that value only it will extract and it will give you the exact result what you want. So how that is means, now I'll give you the syntax. Substring of, okay, and column name. Column name, for example, I'm hard coding currently Raju, okay, and then 1 comma 1. Okay. 1 comma 1 means what? This is the first letter. Okay. And you need only one letter. It means only one letter. So what it does actually, one, two, three, four. So it will define like this, one, two, three, four. So you have given this starting position. Starting position means R. And how many letters you required here? Only one letter. Then it ends with the only one. Okay, this letter. And for example, you have given here two means what it does. It will start with that second one. Okay, and then it give you the two letters here like this. Two ends with the two letters. For example, you need a from second to two letters like AJ. If you want to display AJ, then what you have to do, this is second position, right? You have to give second here. And how many letters you want? Two letters. So A and J, so you need to give a two. So only if you want to display only A, then what you have to do, you need to give one only. So second letter and only one single letter, so it will give you the one result. So similarly, we need to, if you want to execute this, this will help you a lot to subtract the data. Okay, now let's see how we get the data. Student name, comma, okay, substring of student name 1 comma 1 as just I'll give dummy column. Okay. If you see from any letters, whatever the letters we have, so it has printed only the first letter. Now, if I change to 2, then it will display RA, KU, JE, VE like this. See? Okay, RAJEB, like this it will display. And now if you change here, second to second means from the Kumar, it will display UM. Okay, you just check. See, AJ, UM, EV, like EE, EN. So like this it will display. So whatever the data you want to subtract means in the value, if you want to print that value, then you need to use a substring function so that it will give you the in middle or what letter if you want to display that that will give you the result of substring. Okay, this is how you have to use this syntax. Okay, so if you want to just to test this value, then you just give a select substring single quotation Raju and 1 comma 1 for testing purpose. Okay, if you want to, okay, now if you want to execute, yes, you will get the data. But from the table, if you want to apply the changes, then you need to use the column name. Okay, if you give a column name, whenever it reads the data, accordingly it will transform or it will extract the respective data. This is how it works. Clear?
Okay, clear.
Okay, now.
Fourth letter. I have given fourth letter, right? Four means what? In the Raju, the fourth is the U letter. So it has taken four. After that, there is nothing, right? So it will give whatever the data present at the last. Okay. And if you see here in the Kumar also, okay, here the fourth letter is A. After that, you have a R. So it has taken. But in the Venu, fourth letter, after fourth letter, there is nothing. Still what it does, it will try to extract, but there is no value, it won't do anything. It will just pull the U only. Okay, so you need to remember this. Even if you give 100 here also, okay, whatever the data present, same data it will take, whatever the based on the your input value. Hmm? So only whatever present, it will take the data as it is. Okay, so like this. This is how the substring it works. And for example, you want to print the, now you have taken the left to right, correct? So you have extracted the data from left to right. Hmm? Now, if I want to print the data right to left, what I have to do? Okay. Then what you need to do? You need to give a minus here. Minus 4 means what? This letter. Hmm? And then you give any letter. Minus 4 means what? Right to left. Minus 4 means 1, 2, 3, 4. This is your minus 4 value. Okay. And then two letters. So the this from where it ended the value, from there again it will come to the right. It will not go to the left again. Okay, here is the difference you need to identify. It means what? So from the Raju, okay, so here minus 4 minus 3 plus 2 minus 1 like this. So minus 4 I have given in the starting position. Okay, okay, I have given a minus 4. Hmm? And same again, it will take the right from wherever it stops, right? From there to it will give again from the right left values. Okay, left to right. So if I give like this, what will happen? From the Raju, it takes it value, it checks the count. Okay, 1 2 3 4. So this is it ended with the 4. Okay, so what is the letter for? Yes, R. And then two values, right, including R, and the rest what you have? A. So it will give you the A value. It is not like, it won't read like this. So by minus 4 and it go to the left. Okay, I mean from left to right. No. So it will come back again from left to right, and it will give you the only the respective two values. Okay, like this it will work. Now, for example, if I give -1, okay, then yes, you are okay, like that only it will print out. See, last letters. However, whatever the data present here, I mean length of value, Raju, Kumar, if you see here, we have a four letter, here we have a two letters, oh sorry, five letters, but it will print only the U R, the last letters only, N. Okay, even if you have 100 characters, it will give you the last letter only. So this way, it is very, very useful actually. And will it support? Okay, it will support to extract particular data whenever you require. So for example, okay, I'll show you one more example. Hmm, hmm. Here, if you see, I have a 10th class, 12th class, something like this, right? I want to display only class, for example. Now you need to calculate. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. After that 5. Okay, so if I exclude this 5 to, if I give any letter, right, it will print only class. How, you just see. uh Student class, student underscore class, comma search string. Hmm, student 5. I'll give this 5, and I will not give any ending value. Okay, it means it will take the data from the 5. See, you have a space here. If you see, you have a space. What I will do on top of that, I will use trim. So, whether first of all, let me check whether do I have a space or not. Okay. So totally how many letters I have? One, two, three, 5 letters I have. Okay. Let me check the length. Whether do I have a same 5 or 4? Hmm. 6 letters I have. Actually, in the class I have only 5. Now I will use insert a trim to just check whether the space is trimming or not. Okay. Now if I get 5 means it got trimmed. Yes. Okay. Value got trimmed. Hmm. So like that we can trim the spaces. Or else generally if you give -1 directly. Okay. That also it will work fine. See, I'll show you. From okay. Substring. Let me revise. Okay.